Yeah.
The Ruby will provide crowd control for RRQ diving in. But again, will this mage pick, this long distance mage pick, come to bite EVOS Legends in the back, Mirko?
Yeah, the Forza has been picked. Again, it will be used by Clover here in the gold lane. This is what he likes to do, especially against a Lunox. So, Lunox will have a hard time going against this Forza with the range, but a lot of dive from RRQ Hoshi, and especially with that Esmeralda, it's going to be very, very hard. Now, it will be the final pick. It should be the XP laner pick for the side of RRQ Hoshi, as that Esmeralda will most likely go to the hands of Sin. For the XP laner against Ruby, I think Cho would be the choice right there, and my goodness, this is going to be a stacked team right here. R7 on that Cho, one of his comfort picks, one of the picks that he is famous for right here. This is going to be very, very interesting. From the draft though, I do have to say this, I personally like the side of EVOS Legends better. I think they have the more, I think they are very multi-dimensional for the draft, and they can go with different playstyles in this game. They can go for front to back, they can go for a full dive as well. So I'll have to go for EVOS Legends in the second game. What about you, Rashi?
I think I would have to go with RRQ actually, because yeah, they're one-dimensional, but they are very strong at that one-dimensional aspect they chose. So if they can get the execution correctly, which they have been performing really well, they can just grab this game and get it in the bag.
5 seconds till the end.
Okay, but let's get straight into game number 2, ladies and gentlemen. RRQ Hoshi looking to end this game and get a clean sweep, and obviously EVOS doesn't want it to end right here. A lot high stakes right here for both teams. Let's just see how it goes. But for you, Eterna, give me your predictions.
Yes, I'm gonna have to side with Arashi for this one. I personally like RRQ just because I feel like Ling will have quite some difficulty maybe to maneuver around the composition coming in from RRQ. So we're just gonna have to see. It all comes back down to execution and the strategies that they have in place. But here, oh my god, R7 gets super low as lows are being traded as well, as Anti-Mage is also really low on this map. So who will be able to take this maneuver? But oh my god, the Vengeance! And both of them will survive right now, Mirko.
Will he though?
Oh
my god, Versik jumps in, but R7 actually outplays him! He gets the kill! And that's gonna be a 1-for-1, no purple buff on this Ling right now. That is gonna be actually a good try for RRQ Hoshi. The jungler traded for the side laner. But actually, technically, it's not really that bad for EVOS Legends, because look at that, R7 is losing a whole cannon minion, right? He's losing a cannon minion that is bringing him additional experience. The whole thing is gonna go away. So it is actually, I would say in the early game, would be beneficial for EVOS Legends. It's just that now Ling doesn't have the purple buff. That is why I thought it was just a bad trade for EVOS right here, Eterna.
yes, but Vin here is getting a little aggressive here onto Rekt, and R7 is already waiting for the right time to make his plays. But unfortunately, there will be no backup if he does decide to do that, as Anti-Mage is rotating towards the top side. One getting a little chunked here by Clay, being able to do some DPS damage. Oh, but Ejector onto Rekt at this moment, as Rekt he'll be chunked quite low, but there is still Flicker, and he will be able to get out of that sticky situation, Mirko.
Yeah, EVOS Legends now trying to go away as RRQ Hoshi pushing the pace, going onto this first turtle right here. One tries to open up the map, tries to deal damage, and that's going to be a one-shot for the side of that. The snipe comes in as well. Versik is waiting in the bush. This might be the play coming in from EVOS Legends, trying to burst it down. We'll be getting that, but no. It will be Albert using the Retribution as Vengeance pops in again. Anti-Mage versus everybody, and he actually based the entire team. Now Albert goes in for more, but the Tempest of Blades has been used. Albert's going to be targeted. He's going to get taken down instantly, and EVOS have managed to get the better trade in that position. And even though they don't get the turtle, it is still better for EVOS Legends as they get 2 kills on the board. The jungler in that equation as well, Arashi.
Yeah, the 2 mages clearly has a huge impact. The base damage is higher, more crowd control, more AoE. In this early game skirmishes, it's going to be imperative for those 2 to actually get focused down. If they get the chance to just stand in the back and chuck out spells like that, these fights are not going to go in the way of RRQ Hoshi, I turn out.
Yes, you're completely right here, as Zin and Varsa will be taking punches here, trading blows, and it seems like Rekt here is trying to open up some vision, but Vin is in the area as Ejector will be placed towards that Rekt. But oh my god, the first damage coming in from one will take Vin down. Mirko.
EVOS Legends now, exactly what they're just playing in the early game, making a tempo from themselves, pushing everywhere on the map, trying to get more ganks and more kills on the board as Rekt tries to go for a steal, but Albert will be able to secure that one now. Goes in onto Rekt. Rekt caught in a bit of a sticky situation, but Fairsick is right there to back him up. He will try to go for the gold buff again, jumping in onto Albert. A lot of damage has been dished out. Will they commit to this? Will just jump away as Anti-Mage. Anti-Mage, he's going to use Imo Fernando. Two members of Rekt goes in as well for the backup and actually gets away. What a brilliant display of mechanics right there from Rekt to buy time, and in the meantime also peel for Anti-Mage right there. Eterna, but look at this, Unsolid of course being used onto one, still able to dodge away as Versick goes onto Albert. It's gonna be a 2 versus 4 play right here as Versick will just be able to jump away. Rekt joins in the fight with the help of Anti-Mage, but if they're Versick, it's going to be a kill picked up for the side of RRQ. Hoshi looking for a kill onto Rekt. Anti-Mage using the Imo Fernand, and Versick goes in one more time. That was the place being used to the backside. Anti-Mage using the vengeance as well, doing so much and also just tanking so much. Albert goes in with the Lycan, bounce all the way to the backside, but Anti-Mage is still able to do that, still able to survive in a 1v3, and that is going to just be a 1-for-1 trade for the side of RRQ Hoshi as they push this bottom side turret. Now look at this, going to be a lot of damage coming in as that's going to be a bait from Anti-Mage. 3-for-1 trade as R7 almost gets taken down in the top side as well, Eterna.
That was insane. Anti-Mage was just outclassed RRQ Hoshi, and I thought they had that advantage there, especially in terms of members, but oh my god, Anti-Mage was able to survive that, and now they will have the advantage on this next objective, and I think this will be an uncontested turtle. Oh, but I might be wrong here. There is backup here coming in from Vin and Play, as Zin will also be coming into this situation, but yes, turtle will be taken here from the side of EVOS Legends, as Zin is kind of caught out and offside here as Versick coming from the damage, but here Juan will be able to take that next point, Miracle.
Yeah, 10-5, a 1,000 gold lead right here for the side of EVOS Legends, and right now in the 5th minute I do want to ask for some analysis, Arashi.
Yeah, I think it's an issue that Albert is on the Roger, so he can't go and dive to the backline as reliably as a Lancelot, and that's coming in to be quite the problem because he's trying his best and trying to deal damage in the front and in a way try to do a front to back comp kind of, but members of US just isn't letting him like do that freely. So right now Rekt even getting 1v2'd and he's gonna drop, and that is, you know, another member taken away by RRQ. Let's just see what they can do with the aggression here, because again, without a proper assassin, you know, hero, it's hard for Albert to make plays with them.
Yeah, look at that. The Feather Airstrike being used as Vin will just be able to flicker away from that. A nice bait, I should say, from that ultimate. But Clover will be able to clear the wave in the mid lane. Again, getting pressure for the next turtle. But I think both teams are just gonna be fighting for pressure in the meantime, you know, waiting for the objective to get up. Versick now trying to take the purple buff in, already moving very, very aggressively onto the enemy jungle as EVOS Legends will be able to zone them away from their jungle. Versick will pick up that purple buff without any problem at all right now, Eterna.
Yes, 30 seconds on the clock left for that turtle, and it seems like both teams are rotating in that area, maybe trying to set up, making plans for the next play here, but both teams are playing quite passively as Rekt is trying to open vision and information here for his team members as well as Vin, but it will be another objective here coming in for RRQ Hoshi. As right now, it seems like both teams are playing quite passively as turtle will spawn right now, Miracle.
Yeah, Turtle has spawned EVOS Legends now, trying to get this Turtle, but the ejector comes in onto Rekt. Not a lot of damage has been put again. He does have that Athena, so he's still able to get a lot of damage. And on the other side, Clover gets picked off. Ling is trying to look for a pick right here. Rekt's going to be the target right now. Anti-Mage trying to kite away, but the ejector does not connect. And on the other side, Juan almost snipes Clay right there. Is not able to get the final clear as Diamond Friend connects on the two members. Now looking for more as Juan tries to run away. Albert going to use the Lycan Pounce to finish him off. Now look at this. RRQ getting the lead in this Turtle side, but Ling split pushing on the other side of the map. Anti-Mage now being the target. Sin trying to run him down under the turret. Will be able to get a double kill for himself as Versick won't come onto this turtle. Will just choose to go to that top side turret and get it as a trade. Eterna.
Yes, you're completely right. Knowing that they will not be able to take that turtle, Versick just immediately responds with taking another objective there in the top side. But as you can see here, Rekt getting quite low as there is pressure coming in from Vin, Sin, and Vin. Towards the far side, she gets chunked down, and she will be going down right now. And Zin seems to be the next target here coming from Juan, but the damage from Clay is just too much as it will be responded again by Rekt, as Clay will be forced to retreat in this stage and taken down again because of Juan. I mean, oh, I'm offended has also been popped here on the side, and another hero will be going down here for the side of RRQ Hoshi, but Zin is so low and he's shut down on the side of First Sick, Mirko.
Yeah, absolutely, right there. RRQ Hoshi, even though they're winning, they're getting the pace, but they just looked for way too many team fights, alright? And because of that, EVOS Legends were able to get a little bit of a comeback here, getting the gold lead once again in their favor, even though First Sick wasn't able to secure that purple buff. Vin now goes in with the Unstoppable Force onto First Sick, using the ejector as well, but there is no one there to back him up. Clover now trying to deal some damage as well, trying to go for a re-engage perhaps as Anti-Mage pushes the mid lane. It looks like both teams are looking to defend, as now we'll take a look at the items first, Arashi.
Yeah, Anti-Mage with the House Claws and this Anti-Curse being, again, he has such a huge problem in the front line, but I think the members of RRQ Hoshi has adapted and like tried to focus other members and before going for Anti-Mage eventually. So now Juan and Clover both have the Clock of Destiny combo, so there's huge amounts of burst coming in here, Mirko.
Yeah, huge amounts of burst. Vin tries to use the ejector onto Rekt under the turret, but unfortunately Rekt is a tank right there. They don't want to use any more resources for that member. But look at that, Anti-Mage is going to get caught out, use advantage, but it's going to be taken down instantly right here as EVOS are forced to back away. 10 seconds on the turtle, and RRQ will choose to get this purple buff right before that. Rekt goes in now, looking for some opening. Looking for an opening right here as the Retribution does not connect. It will be stolen away. Albert will be able to get that as the Falling Star Moon comes in onto the backside. Will be able to use that to run away, but Juan will be taken down as well. Rekt will be next on the chopping block, and RRQ Hoshi have somehow found the winning condition for their team composition, and they have gotten the lead once again. 2,000 gold lead as they put their focus on to the first Lord of the game in the 10th minute right here, Eterna.
Yes, and look at this real-time win probability presented to you by Samsung Galaxy A series. I mean, 64% on the side of RRQ Hoshi. At this current state, it is looking like it is leaning towards that area. I mean, with the resource and the objective lead on the side of RRQ Hoshi, EVOS Legends are not looking too good right now. But Arashi, any thoughts of how EVOS Legends can be able to come back from this?
I think if they want to really come back from this, they need to make sure that they keep the fights neat, and they don't even have to force fights. They have to make sure that they have the Martis with the anti-crowd control, so he can just stay in the front and play it slow, and they can just whittle down the members of RRQ bit by bit, because again, that range advantage should be put to full value. Otherwise, it's just a waste of a pick. Here, going with the force engage again.
Yeah, look at that. Clover's going to be targeted right now as Sin is charging that Falling Star Moon. Anti-Mage is going to get kicked all the way back to his team. He's going to get taken down. EVOS 2-0 trade for the side of RRQ Hoshi, with the Lord coming up as well. It's going to be disastrous for the side of RRQ. For EVOS Legends, I mean, one is going to be targeted. Base will be taken down. It will be the inhibitor turret in the mid lane taken down. They're looking for the top side as Lycanfaust being used onto Fairsick. Look at Sin going to Juan. Using the Falling Star Moon now, dealing a lot of damage onto Juan. He has to be careful here. Sin gets a solo kill onto Juan, and he's looking to run away. Fairsick going in, but the Tempest of Blaze has been used. Not going to be able to do anything more as Albert will be able to finish him off. RRQ Hoshi looking for the clean sweep victory. The base will be the target as the base. And now, gonna be the target. Everyone trying to target it. Lycanfaust to the backside. Clover's going to get taken down before the base falls. And RRQ with the clean sweep. A 2-0 against the current champions. And my goodness, look at the celebration. Look at the hype. And look at the faces of the members of RRQ.